So welcome to the ESA booth here at the International Astronautical Congress in Bremen. I'm happy to be with Fuki. My name is Philippe. Fuki, hello.
Hello, konnichiwa, everybody.
So we are here for next 20 minutes with two very special guests and a fabulous mission. You know the name?
Bepi Colombo.
Bepi Colombo. So stay with us.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming. Today, we have two heads of agencies from ESA, Director General Dr. Yawanan, and
JAXA President here, Dr. Hiroshi Yamazaki.
okay, thank you very much. Yes, thank you very much. So today we learn about the ESA and the JAXA collaboration from our head of agencies.
So we need to get a little bit of information from you. So we were going to ask you a first question. You only have a chance to answer with one word.
One word.
Okay. So, Dr. Yamakawa, if I say Columbus,
Kibo.
if I say Kanai,
I say Cristoforetti.
So if I say the Earth observation satellite, JAXA?
Ghost satellite.
GOSAT and ESA?
Aeolus.
a navigation satellite,
QZSS.
Okay, so how about the launcher?
No, should I not say something about
Oh,
navigation?
excuse me. Yes,
Navigation.
sorry.
we have navigation.
Onegaishimasu. Abi, that's
Yeah.
Galileo.
Okay. So
And then
then
launchers.
launchers.
Next generation H3 rocket.
Ariane 6 and Vegas. One only. Ariane 6.
Then what about space exploration?
Bepi.
Colombo.
Yay!
So you will see this friendship. ESA and JAXA is a long duration friendship. So, but this is really a unique opportunity where we engage into a mission. Let's say, Dr. Yamakawa, what is the Bepi Colombo mission? Can you explain to us?
Well, Bepi Colombo is the first mission to planet with two space agencies sending two spacecraft. And the target planet is Mercury. And so far, there are just two spacecraft which reached Mercury in the past. But there still remains a mystery. That is, the Mercury still has its own planetary magnetic field. So JAXA spacecraft MEO, which used to be called MMO, will observe the magnetic field and magnetosphere of Mercury. And ESA spacecraft MPO will observe the surface and interior of Mercury. And ESA and JAXA will contribute to research the planetary formation, evolution, and environment in the solar system using our spacecraft data. It happened that I used to be the first project manager of MMO, Bepi Colombo project manager of JAXA. So I'm very excited and proud of this joint mission with ESA.
So how you pronounce the two spacecraft? MEO,
MEO and MPO,
MPO.
right? Yep.
What is the unique point of Bepi Colombo mission?
Okay, one thing is that it's the very first challenge to observe Mercury with two spacecrafts at the same time. And I'm very happy that we do this together with our Japanese friends. The second thing is, when I heard about Bepi Colombo and they told me, okay, it's a mission to Mercury, I said, okay, this is simple. We are here with the Earth, then you have Venus, then you have Mercury and the Sun, and because of the gravity force of Sun, it should be very easy to go to Mercury. Just straight on, you cannot miss it. That was my thinking. But then our people, well, Paolo is over here, told me, no, Mr. Werner, you are still a civil engineer. You have to think about space. And this is a travel which will take us 7 years to go there. Not just because of 7 years, but because we will have to make several swing-bys. How many overall? 8 swing-bys to really finally reach Mercury and not directly to enter into the Sun, because we would like to observe Mercury and not the Sun.
we always ask, this your institution, this is public money. So what is in for the public? What is the benefit of such a mission?
You never know. You never know before. So, for instance, when we went to Venus, it was to discover the secret of Venus. And what we found is that Venus has a very strong greenhouse effect. And then scientists looked back to Earth and said, oh, maybe we have the same issue. And yes, they found it out. And as I'm not allowed to speak in Japanese, you said, right?
You can.
So I have to say,
translate.
Mr. Mountain River.
That's my name.
That's his name, Yamakawa. So Mr. Mountain River said already that the magnetic field is very unique because it's the one and only planet in our solar system which is a rock planet having a magnetic field. And therefore, since like the Earth, so maybe we discover something new what is also important for the Earth. But anyhow, curiosity is the driver, and I like to be curious.
Curiosity, Dr. Yamakawa, but why are we having two spacecrafts? What is the benefits for that?
Well, first of all, I would like to say the same thing. Curiosity matters. And so your question is, why do we have two spacecraft? So since we have two spacecraft, one from JAXA, one from ESA, we can observe Mercury from different orbits at the same time. And we cannot do this complicated and world-first mission without our partner ESA. And thanks to these complementary data, I think we can address the remaining mysteries at Mercury completely, not only the magnetic field, but, for example, the mysterious atmosphere, thin atmosphere of Mercury. And ESA, as you all know, ESA and JAXA are collaborating and building wonderful cooperation for a long time. But Bepi Colombo is the first spacecraft to develop between these two agencies. And I think this mission is really epoch-making for both of us and for the people of both country and region.
And I quote a little bit Casablanca, this is the beginning of an excellent friendship. So that means with this mission we are entering into a new era of cooperation. We had this morning some discussion with some other states worldwide, and really exploration is in our heart, in our thinking for the future, exploration and science.
And that long experience on the International Space Station has made both ESA and JAXA very senior partners already.
Yes, it's so exciting. Yes, and Dr. Warner,
Call me Jan Taniguchi-san.
Thank you. Okay, Jan. So I think we have very exciting announcement. Could you please go ahead?
Yes, we will have a launch. That's the excitement, and we can give you already the proposed date. Now, the problem with this date is it depends whether you are in Japan, in Europe, or at the launching site. So we take only the launching site, and this is the 19th of October. Jugatsu Jukunichi. Okay. Jugatsu
Perfect Japanese.
Jukunichi. Jugatsu.
Jugatsu. Yes, in Japanese, Jugatsu. Yes.
Jugatsu. So it's the 19th of October, and if you have a banknote with you, is somebody giving me a banknote right now? Nobody? I need a banknote. Just one.
Yeah, but last time you didn't give it back to me.
You will get it back. So, because you have to travel there, I will just show you where it is. On the banknote, it's over there. You see, this is French Guiana. That's the place you have to go, okay?
I didn't know that.
Most of the people did not know.
So, okay, thank you very much. It's so exciting, and we are very looking forward to things that launch. So now I would like to have the Q&A session with audience, you. So please raise your hand if you have a question.
So how do we do? We raise the questions, and they answer, or the other way around this time?
No, you raise the
which do you
question.
like? Which do you like? No.
Okay,
So
any
if you have a question to our head of agencies, please raise your hands.
Could you tell us a little bit about how Bepi Colombo will get to Mercury?
So, very simple. Launch Swing by, swing by, swing by. 9 times I correct myself. Swing by, swing by, swing by. Mercury.
Is there any specific technical difficulty to go to Mercury instead of Venus or Mars or other planet?
One difficult thing is how to get to Mercury using many swing bys, but in addition to that, the biggest problem is the heat from the sun, especially at Mercury, and also so in order to avoid excessive heating, both MEO and MPO uses very advanced technology for heat control or thermal control. And the difference between MEO and MPO is that MEO is a spinning spacecraft. MPO is a 3-axis stabilized spacecraft. So we need to use a different kind of technology for thermal control. So that was the challenge for both of us.
When I saw for the first time the solar panels of that spacecraft, I said, oh, maybe our engineers made a mistake. It was huge. It's really huge. And I said, why the hell are the solar panels so huge if you go very close to the sun? The reason is what Yamaguchi-san said. Yamagawa-san, thank you. I said mountain, river, so Yamagawa-san. What Yamagawa-san said, it's so hot over there that if you do not turn the solar panels in an angle, the sun will burn it immediately. And so forth, you have to go with an angle, and that means you are reducing the power consumption, power production. And that means it's really temperature and energy. It's really difficult. So it's really a difficult mission. Let's cross fingers together.
Yeah, we have also finger crossed in a very short period of time because there's something very important coming up for our friends of Japan, and this is the mascot coming in, right?
Right.
So, and the Minerva, and this is a big endeavor for this week. You want to say something about that?
Well, yes. Talking about Hayabusa 2, it was launched about 4 years ago, and it arrived at the asteroid Ryugu this June. And just 2 weeks ago, it deployed a Japanese rover called Minerva, and successfully, and it really sent a dramatic picture of the surface of the asteroid. And I would like to say that we will deploy another rover, small rover or lander, tomorrow morning, early in the morning, and that is called Mascot, which is provided by DLR and CNES. So we will have a very exciting moment tomorrow morning.
And this mascot will not, like a rover, having wheels, but it will jump above the surface.
So, like you were excited where Rosetta sent Philae on a comet, we will be behind you also during the entire mission.
So the orbit for the probe from JAXA and from ESA, how are they aligned so as to ensure maximum coverage of Mercury?
Well, the ESA spacecraft MPO will observe the surface of Mercury. So the orbit is nearly, slightly elliptical. But the MEO, the JAXA spacecraft, will observe the magnetic field. So it is highly elliptic. So that's the biggest difference between the two.
So, okay. So just one more question, maybe?
One more question. So
Just one more. if
after
you
we will
have.
let these two people have a bilateral meeting, because one thing is to talk about
Yeah.
it, the other thing is to make it happen. One more question.
Is there an advantage in having two probes? Will they both be able to make a measurement that one alone would not be able to
Yeah,
do?
but you heard already was what Yamagawa-san said. Because of the different orbits already, you cannot do it with one probe. And you can say more about the contents, because they are quite different. The contents of the two probes, what they are doing.
Well, are you talking about the measurement, or MPO, European MPO will observe the surface material and hopefully to disclose the interior of Mercury. So that's the objective. But the Japanese spacecraft MEO will observe mainly outside the atmosphere or the surface of the Mercury. That is the intrinsic magnetic field far from the surface of Mercury. So that's the biggest difference between them.
Great. So I think we can give a real round of applause to our two leaders. Thanks very much for
Thank
being
you very
here.
much.
We wish you good luck for this mission and 7 years together to Mercury. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Fuki.
Thank you, Philip.